Oh my god, this fucking hair is gonna be the death of me. Like, literally. Ugh. Moving on. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm gonna be telling you guys a story about how I got robbed. Yes, I got robbed, and I know you guys are sitting there in front of your computer screens or in front of your phone screens thinking, what is wrong with this bitch? Didn't she just upload a video where she got fucking kidnapped and now she got robbed? Okay, calm down, because they both happened in the past. They did not happen anytime recently. These both happened when I was way younger. If you guys have not seen the kidnapping video yet, please check that out. I will link it down below. But today I'm going to be telling you guys about the story about how I got robbed. And this is literally just one of the stories about when I got robbed, because trust me girl, I got robbed more than once. And it's because you guys, like, back in the day I used to live in San Diego, and I lived in a really sketchy part of town. Like, I would be walking from the club at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to go home, dressed like this, so of course I attracted a lot of attention to myself. Not saying that I deserved any of it, but you know, it's just like, I don't know, you're dressed like this in a sketchy part of town at like 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever. Okay, so this story happened a couple years ago, as I said, in San Diego. A couple of friends and I were all hanging out outside the club. The club was over, everyone had went home, but it was just us. We were just hanging out, just chilling. Nobody wanted to go home, it was too early. And of course, we were in fucking San Diego, so there were no after hours. Like here in LA, you don't have to go home at 2 o'clock. Like you can find another club to go to, because the clubs go till 4. Even when the clubs end at 4, there are clubs that go till 6 or 7 or 8 in the morning. But this is back when I lived in San Diego, and there was not anywhere to go after the club. So we're just hanging out outside, and we're smoking cigarettes. Yes, I used to smoke cigarettes, and I still kind of do, you guys. Like, I'm not like a heavy smoker, but like, I smoke when I drink. So like, only when I go out clubbing and stuff, then I have a few cigarettes, like 1 or 2, but I don't smoke on the daily. Like, I used to smoke a lot, but not anymore, thank God. Getting back to the story, so I'm outside of the club, smoking a fucking cigarette, and this guy comes up in a car, and he asks for a cigarette. So I was like, sure, like, I'll give you a cigarette, like, trying to be nice, you know what I mean? Like, I'll give you a cigarette. But he's in his car, but I'm on the sidewalk, and his car is obviously, like, on the street, so I have to walk over to his car to give him the cigarette. So I started walking over to his car, and as I'm walking over, he's still talking to me, and I'm like, okay, whatever, like, I don't even remember what he was saying, girl. Like, he was just saying random things, and I was just like, whatever, just, like, take the cigarette. So, like, I reached into my purse, got out the cigarette, and I'm standing, like, here, you guys, and the car is, like, right over here. So I reached my hand out, and I was like, here, like, I gave him the cigarette. But I was, I guess, a little bit too far from him. So he goes, like, literally, he, like, whispers something, like, and I didn't know, and I was like, what? And he said it again, but he whispered it. And I mean, as a human being, you're just inclined to go closer when someone whispers something, or if you can't hear. So I, like a dumbass, like, moved in closer to hear what he was fucking saying. Girl, my purse is, like, literally on my shoulder, and I lean in to hear what it is he's whispering to me, because I've never dreamt that this guy was a fucking asshole. So, like, I leaned in forward, and as I was leaning in, he literally pushes his hand out the fucking window, grabs onto my purse, you guys, like, rips it off of my fucking shoulder, and speeds off. Girl, when I tell you that fucking guy sped off, he sped off. But of course, you guys know me, I was not letting go of my fucking purse, just letting it go that easily. So I chased after him, and I was able to chase after him for you guys for, I think, like, at least 5 seconds in my high heels, like, my high, like, 6 or 7 inch heels, running, like, actually with the car. And I was, like, hitting the trunk of the car, like, cussing him out, like, sorry you guys, my phone's going off. Cussing him out, like, pounding the fucking trunk, and just, like, going nuts, like, telling him, you fucking asshole, like, you better come back here and give me my shit, blah, blah, blah. And of course, he just drove off and left me there looking like a big dumbass in front of everybody. Like, and the thing is, you guys, there were so many people there, like, so many people I were, like, I was, like, hanging out with, like, my friends and stuff, and no one did anything. I mean, it's not like people could have done anything, because it did all happen, like, in the blink of an eye. Like, no one saw that coming, you know what I mean? Like, he literally just, like, grabbed my fucking purse and drove off in, like, half of a second. Everything happened in, like, half of a second. He makes off with my fucking purse, and Luckily for me, at the time, I was a broke ass bitch, so there was nothing in my fucking purse. Like, I literally had like my keys to my house, which was like kind of scary because I was just like, oh my god, my ID's in there, my address is on my ID, like what if he comes back and like, you know, try something, but nothing like that ever happened. But he just made off with my keys, like a pack of cigarettes, like a lighter, and like my ID, and that was pretty much it. Like, he didn't really get anything from me, like he didn't get any money or anything from me, thank God. But then I was just like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, he has my keys to my house and my address on my ID, so I need to like figure out like what to do. Like, I can't go home, like I'm really fucking scared or whatever. So I went to the police, you guys, and I'm talking to the policeman. I'm like, I would like to file a report just in case something does happen to me, like I do like die or something. You guys know like why and how it happened, like who the killer was. Like, the killer would obviously have been the person who like robbed me like earlier that night. And the guy literally looks at me and he was like, how did you get robbed? And I was just like, I was like hanging out outside the club, and I like told him the entire story, and he was just like, well, why are you dressed like that? And I was like, dressed like what? He's like, why are you dressed so skimpily? Because of course, you guys, like, you guys know me, like, I go to the club and I dress like a fucking hoochie. Like, I was wearing like short fucking skirt. Like, my skirt was like literally inside my fucking brain. That's how short it was. And he goes, well, why are you dressed like that at 3 o'clock in the morning? Like, you shouldn't be dressed like that at 3 o'clock in the morning. And I was just like, what is your deal? Like, he literally badgered me and like made me feel like it was my fault that this person like friggin' robbed me. Like, I don't know if he was like against the fact that I was a boy dressed as a girl, or he was just like, you just shouldn't have been dressed so sluttily, like walking up to cars. Like, I literally legit feel like this cop thought that I was like, I don't know, tricking on this fucking person that I was just trying to be nice to and give a cigarette to. I don't really know what was going through his head, but he was like, you know what, it's gonna take a really long time for me to file this report, so I can't do this, but it's not gonna do anything for you. Like, no one's actually gonna go look for a purse with nothing in it. And at the time, you guys, of course, it's like, by this time it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, like I'm fucking drunk and trying to be sober in front of this fucking cop, like, and my purse is gone, and I'm just like, I just wanna go home. Like, this guy does not want to fucking help me, like, it's not worth it, like, because he's probably literally just gonna like write down everything that I say, and from the time I walk off, he's probably just gonna toss it into a ball and like throw it out the window, like. So I was just like, fuck it, like whatever, like, and I literally just like let it go. And I mean, for like literally for like weeks after that, like I did have like night terrors, and like and I told my roommates about it, and everyone was always on the lookout just because this guy did have our keys. And he did have the address, and I did tell my landlord about it, but he never actually really took me seriously, so like, we never got our locks changed or anything, you guys. I mean, not that we had anything that he would want, like he could come into the apartment and like, when we're not there and like take stuff, but like, there was nothing to take, you know what I mean? Like, it was literally like, at the time, like, I feel like it was like 3 or 4 of us living in like a 1-bedroom apartment. There was literally like nothing to take. But I think we were just more scared of like, what if he were to like come in while we were there, you know? And like, try to like, I don't know, kill us or something. God. Just like thinking about it right now, it's just like giving me like goosebumps, like it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, you guys, I have a ton of these freaking stories, and I will make more videos and tell you guys about the crazy shit that I used to get myself into when I lived in San Diego. I used to just do the craziest stuff. Like, I look back on it and my friends would call me and be like, girl, do you remember blah, 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 blah? And I would be like, who was that person? Like, I feel like I've grown and changed so much since I moved to LA. It's insane. Okay, you guys, so that was my story of getting robbed, and that was, as I said, literally just one of my stories of getting robbed. I was robbed way more than one time, unfortunately, but such is life. I am still grateful to be alive and still have gone through all the things that I have been through, and it does leave you to wonder, you know, have I been through the things I've been through because of who I am, or was I just always in the wrong place at the wrong time, or are people just fucking assholes, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't really know, and I really don't care. Like, all those things, like, I have left it in my past. Like, I will talk about it now. It makes for, like, good entertainment, and, you know, why not why not bring something positive out of something like that, you know? Like, these videos, like, so that, to entertain you guys and just, like, you know, have fun with it. But I am completely over it. It's just, like, whatever. Like, nothing serious ever, like, really happened to me. Like, I was never really hurt or violated in any kind of, like, physical way. Like, everything that happened to me was mostly, like, mental stuff. But whatever, you guys. I don't really know what I'm trying to say right now. I feel like I'm just rambling at this point. But that was my video, you guys. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!